How you doing today? I feel excellent, as always. Keep lying to yourself like that, eventually you'll feel that way. The power of positive thinking. I'm married for the 5th time. I'm the ultimate optimist. Number 5 has arrived. I'm her 4th, she's my 5th. Between the two of us, we're at 9. Never give up, never surrender. I tell people the 5th wife is the best wife. The 5th wife, her love is intoxicating, and I don't have to drink a thing. There's a joke in there, son. I'm not a complete idiot. I'm a stand-up comedian. My name is Christopher Saam. A lot of people mess up my last name. It's pronounced like in the Bible, only it's spelled differently. See, it's S-A-A-M, Saam. I want to have 23 kids. And the last one I'll name the 23rd Psalm. It's a stupid joke, but it gets them to remember my name. I'm not doing real good with this kid thing. I had a vasectomy. Nothing in the world calls me daddy except the cat, and you can't understand it when she says it. Of course, being married for the 5th time, I think I made the right decision. I should have had at least one kid. My father is an only child from Germany, and I am the only son, so that makes me a unisom. That joke will put you to sleep. Of course, if I had a kid, I was going to add on to the house, make his addition in the back. I was going to call that the Salmonex. And when I was on stage back in the 80s, I had groupies. I called them, you want to guess? The Insomniacs. They don't lose any sleep over those jokes. But nowadays, my pop just passed November of 2018 at 94. My mama, she's 92. And my wife and I live upstairs, and we all take care of each other. Thank God they finally stopped snow skiing. No, they started skiing in 1948 when they first got married. They had their 70th wedding anniversary, June 5th, 2018. I got married for the 5th time, June 10th, 2018. They skied all over the world with the Lancaster Ski Club. They started me skiing at 2 years old. So get out there and ski and don't bother me for the rest of the day. It's like, right, Mom, in the trees and stuff. Then it got to where she couldn't watch me because I had no fear. She quit skiing at 80. He quit skiing at 84. Swear to God, a week before his 84th birthday, him and I were up at Round Top skiing. And we're getting on a lift for like our 2nd or 3rd run. And I told the lift operator at the ski area, next week's this man's 84th birthday. That lift operator at the ski area actually asked my father, "Are you still skiing, sir?" "We're on the lift, fool." I said, "Nope, he's just faking it. Them skis are made of cardboard and the chairlift took us away." And Bill Inksville thought he cornered the market on "Here's your sign." Now, Mama, she's been busy. She has 2 published books now, and the second one she published at 87. It's called Leveling the Aging Playing Field. It's preparing people what it's like to get older. Mama says you never get old, you get older. Old is always 20 years older than you are right now. So if you're 20, 40's old. If you're 40, 60's old. You never get that old stuff. And Mama says getting older isn't so bad. It beats the alternative, dying. And she says if you're a woman and you get older, you have 2 choices. You can either be a poor old soul, a rich old bitch. And Mama says, I'm not going to be a poor old soul. Not tell you got half of it, now you need the money. That's what the books are for. Now, our first book is called Leveling the Sexual Playing Field. It's a handbook for guys as to how women think. With all my divorces, I'm chief collaborator on that puppy. I have a lot of input on that damn thing. And it's an idea book for women, how to get your own way without causing any fights. Woman wanted a pond in her backyard. Husband said, no. She got a kid's swimming pool at a yard sale, filled it full of dirt. That's a planter, honey. Then when everything died, she had her kid dig it down, fill it full of water. He came home from work one day, so I found it in a pond. And if you don't like it, you can put it back the way it was yourself. I hid at my buddy's house for 3 days so he couldn't find me. The one woman, her husband wouldn't put the toilet seat down. So she started putting it up all the time. 3 o'clock in the morning, she hears this loud splash. Guess who puts the toilet seat down? My ex-brother-in-law. Now, you can find Mother's artwork in her second book. And she has a website, miriamsaam.com. And speaking of websites, I have my own website, christophersaam.com. And if you go to my website and you click on the audio section, I do impersonations, ladies and gentlemen. You remember Humphrey Bogart, the detective guy from those old movies? I can also do Peter Lorre. He's a little guy with the eyes that bugged out. That's because his shorts were too tight. He lived in such pain. We can't forget Boris Karloff. He talked really weird, but everybody died in his movies. We can't forget Rod Serling, the guy from the Twilight Zone and the Night Gallery. You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Behind it, another dimension. There's a signpost up ahead. You need to stop. Twilight Zone. Close?
Yeah.
Get some respect. You feel like Rodney Dangerfield up here. It ain't easy being me. I told my wife our kid is spoiled. She says, no, a lot of kids smell that way. That kid of mine, he's a real smart aleck. The other week you put super glue in my preparation H. He's a mean kid. It's no worse than the Amish section at Lancaster County. So some of the people around here, they talk funny too, you know what I mean. But that keeps the New Yorkers coming down to Lancaster to see the Amish and the mean, and I say, you know what I mean? I actually went to LA and I moved to New York back in 1989. And I was on stage at Caroline's. And I walked up on the stage and I went, I'm from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Has anybody ever been to Lancaster? And a couple people in the audience started to applaud. I said, oh, so you like intercourse? And the whole room cried, no, this is a town we have in Lancaster called Intercourse. The Amish, they named all the towns around the outlying area of Lancaster County. We have a town called Bird in Hand. That was founded by a hermit. He lived by himself. We got a town called Blue Ball. That was founded by a Mormon feller. He had 5 wives. We got a town called Lampeter. I guess the sheep farmers a little mixed up, you know. We got a town called Lit Tits. Lititz. There was an electric wire hanging real low, and this woman, she walked into it, she had never mind. We got a town called Mount Joy. Only she's willing. We got a town, I'll spell it, you pronounce it. Pusseyville. You're wrong. That there's Puseyville. If you go south of Quarryville on 222 or 472, you will see Puseyville Road. Unless they stole the damn sign again. They keep stealing the sign. And if you go to the video section on my website, I was actually in an episode of the television show Forensic Files. I was the cop that found the key piece of evidence on the second floor bedroom. It's a speaking part. You used to be able to watch it, my little section, but now with the copyright laws, it tells you what episode to go to see it. But there's a television commercial I was in, there's a website commercial you can watch. But you gotta have a real job. So I have a home repair business. Now, as an electrician, 15 years, then I went into hotel and apartment maintenance, you name it, I fix it. I'm doing all the major appliance repair for the local rent-to-own. Washers, dryers, refrigerators, basically $50 an hour. I'm licensed through the state as a contractor and insured through Travelers because I'm also a tree climber. I specialize in stuff hanging over the building. You gotta go up and take apart piece by piece. I don't mind falling. It's that sudden stop at the bottom. Falling's easy, it's that thud at the bottom, that's the problem there. Bouncing on limbs on the way down is a real drag, trust me. The last video on my website, I used to shoot fireworks for the local pyrotechnics company. You need to turn your volume down on that before you click on it. It's a little loud. I was licensed through the ATF as a loader and shooter of pyrotechnics. I get a bang out of my job. I'm the guy in the yellow Nomex fireproof coat with a fire helmet because I'm also a volunteer firefighter retired. All the guys in the fire company think I was crazy for shooting fireworks. And all the guys in the fireworks company think I'm crazy for running into burning buildings for no money whatsoever. And these days everybody thinks I'm crazy. Who anybody left out? Now I'm married for the 5th time. The hell, that is crazy. But I'm crazy about her, so what the hell, right? I tell people if I was having any more fun with this woman, I'd have to charge myself admission. People say to me, how the hell can you be married 5 times? It's not easy. Well, we'll start with my second ex-wife. She went into menopause, so it really wasn't her fault. They named that right. Men on pause. Just got away from me. Now, you know, they say about signs, I should have known there was something wrong with getting married for the 3rd time. When I went to pick up my wedding license at the courthouse in Lancaster on the 2nd floor, I get on the elevator, my brand new wedding license. Swear to God, there's my divorce lawyer for my 2nd divorce. It's like, Michael, is this a bad sign? I said, I don't know, dude. And swear to God, this is true. She was diagnosed bipolar and walked out on me. I went back to her and was like, well, I guess it was a bad sign seeing the elevator like that. You know, he gave me a discount for being a repeat customer. $100 off. So when the 4th one walked out because she couldn't handle my dad's Alzheimer's, I'm getting out of my truck on Duke Street. There he is walking down the street. He's like, Michael, where's my discount? I said, come on in, dude. So then my present wife gets kicked out. We go waltzing in there together. I said, I'm paying for her divorce. Now I want my discount. He's like, no problem, buddy boy. This balances out my karma. I'm divorced 4 times. I paid for 4 divorces. I walked down the first 2, second 2 walked down on me. See, karma works. Comes back to bite you. So then you get rewarded. So I tell people, you need a divorce, go see Michael Marinara in Lancaster. He gets discounts for repeat customers. I made him sign a paper saying it's all right for me to use his name in my comedy act. I actually wrote that all out. He's like, it's the best advertisement I got. Hell yeah. Hell, that's not the worst of it. When I went to reserve the honeymoon suite for the 3rd ex-wife, I went to the hotel and the man behind the desk looked. I said, I'd like to reserve the honeymoon suite. Man looked me square in the eye and said, how many people? I said, well, the wife, the mother-in-law, her girlfriend, my girlfriend, want to make a party of it. Think about what you just said, stupid. Of course, no, wait, that's the one that was diagnosed bipolar, so maybe there were more than 2 of us there. But we all have to thank my first ex-wife for me being on stage at all. I used to fix vending machines. That's how I became a comedian. I'd go into a lunchroom full of people that hate their job. And they're already mad at you because the vending machine just took their last quarter. You get them people laughing, damn it, you're doing something. My first official assignment was raising the prices on all the cigarette machines in all the bars in 2 counties. You make a lot of friends doing that. Swear to God, from 75 cents to 85 cents a pack. 10 cents a pop, they were ticked. Not to mention, I got a ring of keys on my hip that open machines that have money in them. You want them thinking about anything but you and them damn keys. Hey, Rodney Dangerfield saved my life more times than I can count. Hey guys, give me some respect. Don't beat me up. So one day I come home from work and, did we lose it? Uh-oh, we lost it. Yeah. Low battery, lovely. Anyway, I come home from work one day and she throws a newspaper at me. So I'm sick of your jokes and impersonations. Put it on stage and make some money at it. Like, it never crossed my mind. It not my whole family. I've been doing these voices all my life. Little 7-year-old kid running around Catholic school doing FDR. Yesterday, December 7th, 19th, the nuns are like, get the exorcist, this gets weird. Somebody call a priest, you know. And so there wasn't much call for a stand-up comic, and we really needed the money because we had a 6-acre horse farm that we just got. And I had to rebuild the bottom part of that barn from scratch. I moved over 55 tons of dirt, wheelbarrow load at a time, because that's all that fit through the door in less than a year's time. Amazing what that does for the upper part of your body. Now this is back in the early 80s when the hair was a lot darker, and one day a group of ladies came up to me and asked me if I'd like to dance. And whether or not I wanted to make an extra $100. Like, what do you want me to do? Take my clothes off? And they said, yes. It's a rough job being a stripper. The G-strings held on the hemorrhoids. I thought I had rope burn one night. It's not funny, man. I was chased by an 83-year-old woman with scissors yelling, let me cut that string. Back off, Grandma, I'm telling you. She rolled a dollar up, put it in her teeth. I took the dollar, got teeth and all. I hear, Grandma, I think these are yours. I used to check the polygrip once in a while, keep an eye on this stuff, you know? The oldest, I tell them, tips are optional. One's in the back, five's in the front, and no change. Some woman came after me with 2 quarters one time, said, get away from me. Hey, the first wife liked the money. I go home, pass out, wake up next morning, dollar bills all over the bed. It's like, what's this all about? I don't know, dear tips. The only way she scarfed all the dollars up before I woke up. I was like, what? Well, that money, what money? That 5 that was here, what 5? Never mind. I did a lot of princess house parties, Tupperware parties. Guys never go to that stuff. I did a Mary Kay cosmetic show. The woman made everybody kick in to pay for me. 10 friends with $10 a piece, $100 show plus gas. And you had to buy something from her to stay. She making some real money off of these people. He got me fixed. It was pitiful. Little white woman bought Afro shit. Does anything to stay? But I do believe I've accomplished something, perfected the only impersonation no one's ever done. Raise this up a little bit. Godzilla. The old Japanese horror movies. Or more to the effect, the stop motion animation of the great Harryhausen. You've seen breakdancing. You've seen the robot. Nobody ever made fun of Godzilla. Remember how the monster used to move?
Yeah.
I scared the hell out of people with that. I warned you. I pulled up to a stoplight. Man started laughing at the logo on the company truck. I didn't appreciate that. I went. I started crawling out the window of the truck. This man turned white, wound the window up, locked the door, started beating on the driver with both fists. This fool looks around, I'm halfway out of the truck, went, boom, right through the red light. Damn, you hit 4 people. Cars were going everywhere. I'm like, oh no. Could you imagine if a cop would have stopped this guy? All right, boy, why'd you run the red light? But officer, Godzilla was chasing us. There he goes. Cop stops me. I'm like, gee, officer, I don't understand. These gentlemen must be on drugs. I should have knew stuff like that. I did that from the truck all the way to the convenience store. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Little old lady in there by herself. I never broke character. It's like, I got up to the counter, woman's up against the back wall. She says, you can have all the money, but you just don't hurt me. I looked, I went down 20, my dear. I'm totally harmless. I took a pack of Marlboro box, if you believe. Thank you very much and have a nice day. And I walked out like Quasimodo, dragging my one leg behind me. They're either going to lock me up or start paying me money for this stuff. So why be a burden on the state hospitals? This way I can pay taxes. Think about it. I could have fun with a psychiatrist. What do you mean multi-personality, Johnny? I don't understand it, sir. It's not my fault. Don't hit me. You would like me when I'm mad. There's actually a 6.5-minute video of my comedy on the website we're trying to get to go viral, and I'm going to try and put this on too. One of these days I will get on national television, and all 4 of my ex-wives can do what they've always wanted to do. Turn me off. Change the channel. There he is. They'll have the power. Well, I do rent myself out $100 for an hour of comedy. I do encourage people to videotape it. I have my business cards, and I hope I brighten your day in some sort of small fashion. And in the words of Boris Karloff, oh, I still got 5 minutes left, or can I quit early? Okay, yeah, because I knew you guys were running late, you know, so I didn't want to stray. You know, always remembering the words of Boris Karloff. Keep smiling, and everybody would wonder what you're up to.